Hey everyone, it's Ace coming at you live with another great episode from the Ray Z Show. How's everybody doing on this fine Sunday in the Philippines? And how's everybody doing in the US on this Saturday night? On Saturday night. I love you people because I love to talk and I love to talk to you people. My information is coming from psychologytoday.com, just to let you know. The subject is, are you positive? Are you a positive influence in your relationship? What is your end game in the relationship? Do you give positive vibes? Do you give a positive in your relationship suffering? Is your relationship suffering because you or your spouse, partner, husband, or wife are not contributing to being upbeat and fun? This is a common disease in relationships, and it can destroy the relationship and make it really monotone. So let's look at some information from Psychology Today: 10 ways to keep a relationship going strong. Getting the love you want by practicing mindfulness and respect. A healthy relationship requires constant attention, trust, dependability, realistic expectations. A positive outlook and deep caring create the bedrock of a healthy relationship. A healthy relationship requires connection on a physical, emotional, and psychological level. While respecting the needs of each person, it's pretty safe to say it's pretty safe to say that the vast majority of us want to have a healthy relationship, one that satisfy, one that satisfies both partners equally, one that is built on the principles of trust, dependability, realistic expectations, deep caring, and a positive outlook. But often we don't know how to go about getting the kind of relationship we want. We learn about relationship from those around us, family and friends. We observe how others interact in intimate relationships. We sometimes get ideas about significant relationships from movies and books. The fact is, though, that there is really no formal way to learn what to do to have a healthy relationship. We're not taught what to do, how to be. It's often something we learn by trial and error. When I talk about relationships, I always refer to complexity, how complicated these intimate relationships can be. Each of us is a unique entity with our own depth and complexity. So imagine how hard it is when two unique, complex individuals get together and try to bend their lives and their psyches. Very difficult. It's no wonder. It's no wonder then that so many relationships don't work out, but that's okay. That's part of the learning experience, the learning curve, until you meet the right match. Still, even when people are well suited for each other and agree on how to live together, that's not necessarily enough to make the relationship long term and healthy. As human nature goes, people settle into life and sometimes forget about it, what it took to be in a relationship in the first place. They may fall down on the job of tending to the relationship and to their partner. So here are 10 ways to help keep your relationship healthy and strong. Be fully present. Be fully present. Life has so many parts to it, so many pieces of the puzzle to fit together. There are so many different distractions vying for our attention. Oftentimes, we get so caught up in the nitty gritty of daily life that we forget to be present, especially to our partner. And sometimes there are events in our life that need more of our time and effort. But barring any of these events that need special attention, is essential to be fully present for our partner. and to practice presence on an ongoing basis. I'll read that one again. That's an important one. Life has so many parts to it, so many pieces of the puzzle to fit together. So there are so many distractions vying for our attention. Oftentimes, we get so caught up in the nitty gritty of our daily lives that we forget to be present, especially to our partner. And sometimes there are events in our life that need more of our time and effort. But blocking any of these events that need special attention is essential to be fully present for our partner and to practice presence on an ongoing basis. Regular contact. First of all, take time every day to talk to each other beyond the routine necessities. Check in with each other during the day. It doesn't take much time or effort on your part to ask someone how they're doing, how the day is going. People say they don't have time. Make the time. I'll read it again. These are really important facts in a relationship. First of all, take the time every day to talk to each other beyond the routine niceties. Check in with each other. Check in with each other during the day. It doesn't take much time or effort on your part to ask someone how they're doing, how the day is going. People say they don't have the time. Make the time. Openly communicate. This is very big when things are going well. We agree. Give me a second. This is very big when things are going well. We agree. Life and love are great, but there are times when we don't agree and when certain topics arise where you and your partner are far apart. It's inevitable this will happen at some point, so it's important to be prepared for how to deal with it. Often we are driven by our reaction to a situation and emotional responses that come up immediately. We get defensive, we get protective on our own point of view. Words fly out of our mouths, usually what we don't mean. Knowing each other well means finding a way to talk to each other and address an issue in a respectful and empathetic way. Say what you feel, especially if your emotions are raw, and leave plenty of room to talk your feelings out without interruption or defensiveness. Over time, you and your partner will develop your own shorthand way to address sensitive issues. Don't get lazy. Over the course of a relationship, we get comfortable, maybe too comfortable and complacent. We may stop taking care of ourselves the way we used to. We may stop going the extra mile to please our partner. Sometimes people really get sloppy, unhealthy, and back to bad habits. If this happens, remember back to when you first got together and what you did to make a good impression. Make that good impression again, it will be appreciated. Keep your relationship fresh. There may be a lot you and your partner have in common, but adding something new to the mix keeps you discovering new things together. Having something new to look forward to helps you enjoy your life together even more. Adding new interests helps to broaden your horizons as a couple and adds new dimension to the relationship. Connect physically. This is not just about sex. Being intimate is an essential part of a healthy relationship. Connecting physically is also about showing affection, embracing, holding hands, touching, kissing, looking into each other's eyes. Hormones of attachment are released when we connect physically. These help love alive and to keep us bonded to one another. Appreciate each other's perspective. This is another big one. Too often, when there are opposing views and differences of opinion, this is another big one. Too often, when there are opposing views and differences of opinion, it's all too easy to want to push your position so that you're the one who's right. But rather than needing to be right and have your partner bow to your point of view, wouldn't it be better for each of you to have your own position while accepting that your partner thinks a different way? Sometimes expressing these different perspectives gives you another avenue to explore and understand your partner in an expanded way. Argue constructively. This could be a corollary to open communicate and appreciate each other's perspective, knowing where you've reached a civil limit of discussion. For example, say you discuss a hot topic over and over again, and each time it escalates to the boiling point. Take a break and cool down before you proceed. Be specific about how you feel. Try not to project your feelings onto your partner. State your position clearly. Stay away from derogatory or insulting statements. No blame game or shaming. Don't drag the past into the discussion. Be respectful and keep an open mind. Have realistic expectations. Always recognize what is great about your relationship, what keeps it together, while also recognizing that even the best relationship may not be the be all and end all. In other words, you may not get some things you want, even the best relationship. Your relationship may have limitations. That's fine as long as you and your partner are on the same page about the most important aspects of your life together. Be true to yourself. Even in the closest relationship, it's essential to take care of your own needs. Don't assume that your partner knows what you want and need because they're supposed to know you so well. Be attentive to whom you are as a separate, unique person in the relationship. Well, that's all the reading, and I'm going to leave the link here in the comment section so you can refer back and try to learn from this. It really makes a lot of sense, people. Try these steps to keep your relationship, and um, don't end it just because you feel like, you know what, you have to follow your heart. I always say that. So if your relationship is on the brink and you know it and feel it, maybe you've tried so long for so many years to make it work. Try to patch it up. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know you. I'm just trying to help you in life. Try to give you some advice that might help. And I'm not making this stuff up. This is coming from psychologists. That was Psychology Today. Check it out. Just treat your spouse, husband, or wife the best you can. Love. Live, laugh, love. You know, don't hate. Hatred is not worth paying attention to. Don't anger. It's not worth it. Don't fight. It's not worth it. Just try to get along the best you can. And if you have children, they need to see the love in your relationship. They need to see it, believe it, and feel it because those kids are going to grow up someday and they're going to have a relationship. God willing, if the world's here, knock on wood. And you know what? If they don't see, feel, and love, what will they have if you don't teach them how to love? Education's great. That's great. That's so important. But kids need to learn how to love. They learn how to give part. When you're in a relationship, you give part of your soul to that person. When you get married, you become one. It's a fact. Read the Bible. Two people become one. You can't, there's nobody in a relationship that's married that can't say, I'm not married. I can do what I want. Look, fact of the matter is, you have to evaluate your own situation, your own, your own self. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, how can I help myself, fix this and that, right? Maybe you're a drinker. Maybe you're a smoker. Maybe you do other things. I don't know. Everybody in the world is tempted to be addicted to something, but it doesn't mean you can't quit. Addiction is a learning experience also. Everything we go through in life is a learning experience. So if you're addicted to anger, you could be addicted to anger. You could be addicted to watching bad movies on TV, blood and gore, horror movies that I don't, you could be addicted to anything, alcohol. You could be addicted to, who knows, going to the bars every night. It's hard to correct yourself, to fix your own mistakes, but learn. That's why we have Google. Learn. Don't just watch these bad programs and read bad articles and negative news stories on Google. It's not what you need to feel and hear in your head. Absorb good and positive feedback. That's why I'm here. I'm a motivational speaker, right? Well, I want to motivate you. There's things that I tell you to do that I read off the internet that I can't even do, but I'm trying. I'm trying to do those positive things. You know, remember when you wake up and go to sleep to tell your kids that you love them. Don't be a fool for the fool force. Don't listen to the people that want to bring you down. They're not out for your own good. Wives, be loyal to your husbands. That's so important. Husbands, be loyal to your wives. Karma's real and it's going to come back good or bad either way. All right. I'm Ace from the Raise E Show. I love you people. And please like, share, and follow my page and leave your comments. Peace out.